Happy Sunday, everyone! It's Azor Ahype here with a Game of Thrones Season 8 theory video focusing on Samwell Tarly and Bran Stark. If you're new to the channel and you love Game of Thrones videos, make sure you subscribe so you don't miss out on any of the fun and amazing Season 8 news and theories. Game of Thrones Season 8 filming news is starting to heat up, and for this video, we're going to analyze John Bradley's most recent interview with TV Guide and try to figure out how Samwell Tarly and Bran Stark can become the true heroes of the Song of Ice and Fire series. So let's hear what John had to say. What I think links these two characters is that they're both characters who are in possession of abilities and skills that nobody else has. Between them, they're such a formidable team because both of their skill sets are so unique. Sam's penchant for absorbing knowledge and absorbing academia, and his wish to apply that for the greater good combined with Bran's visions and supernatural skills means that the two of them is a real recipe for success. We saw the beginning of what they could accomplish together in the finale of last season when Bran claimed that John was still a bastard, a Sand, but of course Sam chimed in and stated that Rhaegar had an annulment, and boom, we saw Rhaegar in the flesh getting married to Lyanna as Bran went back in time. Now, figuring out that John was not a bastard but the legitimate son of Rhaegar Targaryen and Lyanna Stark has a massive impact on the whole story, not just for John, but for all of Westeros, as John is the true heir to the Iron Throne. We have to focus on what else Bradley said. Bradley went on to say he believes that the duo would have far more to contribute to the endgame in Westeros, and teased that viewers shouldn't write them off as a partnership, and between them they can use their own and each other's skills to really shake up the place as we go forward. So the big question is, what can Bran and Samwell do other than tell Jon his parentage to help the side of the living win the war for Dawn? There's a few things, and I believe it all starts off in Winterfell. We know that our characters will be having a grand convergence in Winterfell, and while we should be excited for the I'm gonna make you cry moments between Arya and Jon, we can't forget that they need to arm themselves as the White Walkers approach with their massive army and now an undead dragon. One of the keys could be Gendry, the bastard son of a deceased king, Robert Baratheon. But why Gendry? Gendry is one of those characters who has unique abilities and skills. In the show and the books, he is the one character that is truly featured as a blacksmith. So we know that Dragonglass and Valyrian steel have a profound effect against the White Walkers and their army. So one logical solution would be creating more Valyrian steel blades. In the books, Gendry got his apprenticeship with the legendary Cahoric smith Tobo Mont, but we know that steel can be reforged, but how can it be made? The great thing about the team of Sam and Bran is they do have their own unique skills, and if Bran can go back in time to a point where Valyrian steel was being made, then they can know the recipe so Samwell can seek out the formula for the material so it can be acquired. Now, can they mass produce this in time to save the realms of men? I'm not sure, but if the scenario doesn't work, how will they defeat the army of the dead? Well, I believe that there will be a scenario in which Bran will have to go to the Isle of the Faces to seek out the ancient knowledge of the Children of the Force, going back to when the original Azor Ahype seek them out, and they will figure out that Jon will need to wield Lightbringer to truly strike down the Night King. I think that Sam and Bran will discover something that will be truly heartbreaking for Jon, and it all goes back to the words that Maester Aemon said. Duty is the death of love, love is the death of duty. There has been this massive setup for Jon and Daenerys to break the wheel together, but I only believe that one of them will survive, and I believe that will be Jon. They set up this relationship with Drogon, and many also believe, including myself, that Daenerys is pregnant with their child. So could it be that Sam and Bran figure out that Jon has to kill Daenerys, who has already lit 2 fires, and she has to create a third for love to break the wheel so her child and Jon can instill the future she envisioned? I think so, and I think we are headed towards this bittersweet ending, but it's possible that I'm wrong and Lightbringer isn't a literal blade, a Valyrian blade infused with the soul of the unburnt Targaryen in Daenerys. But I truly think there is a possibility that Samwell and Bran become the true heroes of the story, the brains behind the plan that will ultimately solve the biggest problem approaching the realms of men. And part of the reason I believe that this can happen is because of George's love for the Lord of the Rings. Maybe Bran is some version of Frodo, linked to the Night King like Frodo was linked to Sauron, and perhaps Samwell is his Samwise Gamgee. Martin doesn't always do one-for-ones, so I don't think this exact scenario will unfold, but I do like the idea that cripples, bastards, and broken things are the key to defeating the forces that seek to wipe out the realms of men. But what do you all think? Can Bran transcend time and space to find a solution? And can Samwell find the courage to seek out these answers? Let me know your thoughts and ideas in the comment section if you think Bran and Samwell are the hidden heroes of the story. Make sure you also smash that like button if you enjoy getting hyped and watching videos like this. Your continued support always blows me away, so I'm going to set a goal of 400 likes for this video. Also, if you do want to join the Hype and Love community, you should consider becoming a patron on Patreon. It costs less than a cup of coffee, and there's all sorts of awesome rewards, such as picking the topic for my next video, and much more. So if you're interested, just click the link in the description of this video to learn how to donate and support the Hype Train. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video. 7 blessings.
Fuck the king.
How much for your little clam?